Ready to open the hood? UseTool for the tutorials.
And for car parts, the right idea is the Mr. Auto app. Easy, fast, and with better prices than on the website.
You will find the bulk drive belt used in the video exclusively on the Mr. Auto website and through the link in the description. Turn your engine off, pull up the handbrake, pull on the bonnet release lever, and open the bonnet. Before carrying out this operation, we recommend watching our video, 5 Things to Know When Changing a Drive Belt. This helps explain the key role that this part plays. For safety reasons, we recommend unplugging the battery. Lift the plastic cover to access the terminal. Using a 10mm spanner, start by removing the negative terminal from the battery. To change the drive belt on your vehicle, you need to remove the passenger side wheel to gain full access. Loosen the stud bolts on the passenger side wheel. Lift the front of the vehicle. Place the vehicle on the axle stands. We strongly suggest watching the tutorial, raising your vehicle safely before carrying out this step. Remember to slide the wheel under the vehicle. You then need to remove the front mudguard on the right-hand side to access the belt accessories. Using a T25 Torx screwdriver, remove the screws holding the mudguard. You can now take off the mudguard. You can now see the drive belt. The drive belt moves the alternator, which charges the battery, yet it also operates the power steering, the air conditioning compressor, and sometimes the water pump. Using a 16mm offset wrench, loosen the belt by lifting the tensioner pulley. At the same time, remove the belt. When you're changing your drive belt, you also have to replace the tensioner pulley. Using a socket wrench and a 13mm socket, loosen the first screw holding the tension pulley and the alternator. Use a metal pin. Using a 16mm offset wrench, loosen the tensioner pulley and block it by inserting the rod into the pulley to gain access to the lowest screw. Next, using a socket wrench, an extender and an M10 Triple square socket, loosen the second screw holding the tensioner pulley. Using a socket wrench and a 13mm socket, release the upper screw holding the alternator so that it can be rotated later. Using a 13mm spanner, loosen the screw that holds the air conditioning compressor and the tensioner pulley. Then remove the screw. Then loosen the last 2 screws holding the air conditioning compressor by a few threads using a socket wrench and a 13mm socket. This will allow you to shift the air conditioning compressor very slightly in order to remove the tensioner pulley. Pry on the alternator using a large flathead screwdriver so as to move it aside. Remove the tensioner pulley.
Okay, guys, if we can share this video with you and help you save a lot of money, it's also thanks to our partner, Mr. Auto. So, if you want to support us and buy the part for this operation, visit their website. Okay, back to work.
You will find the bulk parts and products used in the video on the Mr. Auto site and in the link in the description. Get the new tensioner pulley. Put the new tensioner pulley in place. Put the air conditioning compressor back in place. Then screw the lower pulley retaining screw back on. Finish off the tightening with a Torx wrench. Pull the alternator back in its slot by hitting it with a hammer and a wooden peg. Then screw the upper screw holding the pulley and the alternator back on. Finish off the tightening with a Torx wrench. Screw the upper alternator retaining screw back on. Screw the 3 screws holding the air conditioning compressor back on. Finish off the tightening with a Torx wrench. Take the new drive belt. Pay careful attention to which way up you use it. The writing on the belt must turn clockwise. Slide the new drive belt into and around the different elements, respecting the layout from the initial assembly. To put it back in place completely, lift the tensioner pulley to remove the locking pin. Put the mudguard back in. Then screw the screws back in. You can then put the vehicle wheel back in place and lower your car to the ground, not forgetting to fully fix the wheel in place. Reconnect the battery. Operation completed.
Hi, it's Theo from UseTool. I hope this video has helped you a lot in your car maintenance. We would be super grateful if you could spread the word so that we can produce even more tutorials. Simply give us a like, a comment, and hit that subscribe button. It really helps us boost the channel and help the whole community. Thanks a lot and have a great one.